Yep.
All right, camera's rolling. Go and introduce yourself here.
I am Noro I am in the best car ever.
Which is?
911 GT3.
You got it.
Because the engine is in the wrong place. We're having fun.
But it's actually got its pros and cons. Yep. So we're going to go into a lot in depth in that. But I know you're familiar with the Porsche product. Paddle shifters are attached to the wheel, right? Porsche, for some reason, does like to put these very close. So if you hit those, just give yourself a laugh. It's a 9,000 RPM redline on this motor. Our main working gears are third and fourth, right? Mm-hmm. Once we get dialed in, we may explore some other gear options, but I recommend start with that so we can learn the racetrack. I know you've been here before. Physics is king in racing, right? So, how to make a 911 go fast is weight transfer. The sooner we start thinking about weight transfer out there and how it affects tire grip, the sooner you're going to pick it up, right? So weight transfer, when we go into a corner, we need the front tires to turn well. How do you think we're going to help those tires turn?
Brakes.
Exactly, right? So we slow down going straight. So if we need 60%, we're 60% as soon as we play, right? When we turn, just gradually release. Just make sure never to pop off the brake, because if you pop off the brake, what takes place? Now your front suspension unloads. Yep, understeer, right? Now, also, fuel has a big deal to do with this car. So we're actually going to top her off before we head on out, because that affects the center of gravity on a Porsche. You need the front end to have some grip, right? So actually, a half a tank's not as good as it sounds. You want weight up front, right? And then when you start to accelerate, well, what's the nose do?
Raises up.
Lifts up, exactly. So it starts to understeer, right? So the key with a Porsche, especially 911, get the nose of the car pointed directly to those exit codes, right? And what this is going to do, allow you to straighten out the wheel the soonest, and sit on that rear engine placement, right? Because that's going to give you great mechanical grip coming out of the corner, right? So we're going to head over here and just top her off with fuel. So foot on the brake, to the right.
Just next to this guy.
So you're going to go over here and then straight. And then you're going to make a sharp right over here. There we go. You're going to put her in park. All right, so we're all fueled up. Foot on the brake. We're going to hang a right and do a tour of the pits to make our way towards the entrance, okay?
No counter steering.
Right.
Or no counter racing, rather, I should say.
How long you lived in Boston?
First one or second?
We're going to go all the way around, actually.
Okay.
Down this row here. And we're just going to slowly pull up to the stop sign. Try the brake a couple times. Perfect. Line up behind the McCoy. Tight for me temporarily.
What's that?
I'm going to just adjust this mirror here on the left for me. Okay. Now just wait here because you're just going to catch some econ, so no point. Just going to cancel this button. Good to enter.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right. Short shift second. And third. Treat this as an outer zone. Get to the first orange and stay here until the turning cone, and then line the nose up to the exit cone. 9,000 on the red line. Wait for those lights. There they are. Brake. Third gear. Clip the apex. Aim her to the exit cone. Right side of the track. On light brake, maintain the balance. Maintain, increase. Firm brake. Off camber, wait for the camber change. Smoothly add. Out wide, then right side. Coast. Brake hard. Down one. So when you brake for that, make sure the wheel will be straight, okay?
Gotcha.
Out wide. Use more apex space next time.
Gotcha.
Hard pressure. Single downshift. Maintain. Look for the exit cone. Aim it. Hard. Right side exiting. Stay right side. Smoother hands. That's why she got yawed. Light brake. Maintain the balance. Too hard to brake. Feel that weight transfer? Right now, not very smooth.
Yep. Sorry.
Braking. Downshift. Maintain the balance. Smoothly. See all that steering angle? That's understeer. Coast. Left. Firm brake. Down. Maintain the balance. Tighter. Wait. Wait. Now get it. Out there. Keep going. Hard. Down. Ease off. Look for that exit first. Adding smoothly.
Yeah, you lifted the nose? Yeah, I got a little timid there.
Firmly. Hard. Down. Turn in smoothly. Right side. Right side. Very light. Maintain. Wait. Wait. Land. Power. Firmly. Look right. Maintain. Steady. Increase. Upshift. Release. Left. Firmly. Down. Steady. Line it up first. Hard. Down. Look for the exit cone already. Find the exit cone. Hard. Down. Stay right side. Very light. Steady left. A little fast on the hands. No. Firmly. Apex.
I love this car.
Squeeze power. Upshift. Release. Hard. Look. Line her up first. Up. Hard. Down. Stay inside. Try not to cut off their noses.
Gotcha, yeah. It's the sumo instructor, maybe.
Hard. Down. Stay right side. Very light brake. Maintain. Steady left. Power. Firmly. Down. Turn in. This car doesn't like a late turn in there. Turn in about a car length earlier.
Gotcha.
Upshift. Release to transfer. Down power. Wait for hazards. On the inside. Stay inside. Nope. Wait. We're going to be on the outside. Go. Up. Up. Hard. Down. Ease off. Look for the exit. Firmly. Down. Stay right side. Just a light, steady speed. Wait for it to land. Add power. Hard. Down. Wait for those lights. Wait. They're all rookies. Never trust them. On the left.
On the outside?
Yep. Upshift. Release. Straight. Brake. Hard. So, learn a lesson there.
Yep. I did.
Straight brake.
And too much steering input on braking.
Yep. Hard. Down. Ease off. Maintain. Eyes up. Hard. Down. Eyes right. Right side. Light brake. Steady left. Wait for the hill. Power. We'll exit this time.
So, turn in sooner, you said
Yep,
here?
we're going to exit this time.
Okay. We exiting the track?
Yep. Alright. You'll park next to the yellow Lambo.
Oh, sorry.
Yes, right here. Then just run over the chalk with the back tire. Alright. Off the brake in the meantime.
Yep.
So not bad. Obviously, a little bit of overdriving going on.
Okay.
So just smooth out the inputs. You tend to crack throttle a little too much percentage. So it's not that your initial throttle is too early. It's how much you're asking.
You roll too quickly onto it?
So what's happening is you're lifting the nose too early.
Gotcha.
Right?
So it understeers.
And then you're managing the understeer.
With
right?
the steering
You
wheel.
can watch it with your steering angle.
I see.
Right? So when you're coming out of the corner, you want to unwind. You don't want to be adding steering
Where am I doing that most?
angle. Turn 1
Okay.
and turn 5.
Okay.
Right? Besides that, smoother hands on the turn-in.
Okay.
Right? The reason being is suspension travel.
Yep.
Right? So this car is a GT3, don't get me wrong, right? But it's not an RS, right?
Yep.
And it's not a cup car.
Yep.
So there's still rubber bushings, all that good stuff. And again, suspension travel that absorbs a speed bump, a pothole, all that good stuff, right? So when you turn the wheel too abruptly, what takes place? Your suspension travel doesn't take place, right?
Okay.
So now your tire has very little friction. Smoother hands loads the suspension,
Okay.
right? The phrase in racing, you need to load the tire before you work the tire.
Mm-hmm.
Too fast hands doesn't load the tire, and that's why she's fighting you on turn entry, right? Specifically corners like turn 4, the blind left.
Yep.
You have fast hands and too hard a brake pressure.
Okay, so when you say light brake, like, do you really just literally mean like
Breathe on it. All you're doing is you're cresting a
the
hill.
nose, basically? That's all I'm doing.
Exactly. So all you're doing is making sure that that nose doesn't pop over the hill.
And the turn-in should initiate before the heel drops,
So
right?
just as you're landing.
I'm not talking about the exit, but rather the
Yes,
entry. into it.
exactly. Yeah.
As
So
it's landing?
you want to make sure when it's landing because again, suspension travel, right? If you're up in the air, can you ask that tire to work yet?
But what I'm saying, before it's too soon?
Too soon. Yes.
Okay.
So it's going to be crest with brake, keep the front in the ground. As soon as the car is crest,
Settles.
turn in.
I see.
Now, just be aware there's paint on the right. So you don't want to turn in with your right side tires on the paint every time, right? So if you find yourself still getting loose into that corner, make sure you don't have your right side tires on that paint on the outside,
Got it.
right? Because again, that's very little grip at that point.
Okay.
Just little things.
Yep.
Awesome.
All right, so rolling the throttle a little slower.
Just a little slower
and
on
then
that
a little
initial throttle
smooth turn
percentage.
in, smoother.
Turn in.
Got it.
All right. Brake to the right. And the chicane, when we brake for turn 1, just make sure that wheel's straight. Right? Try the brake again whenever you come off the hot track.
Yeah, what kind of pads do you guys use?
AP,
Maybe. Okay.
Carbotech on the faster cars.
Yeah. Listen, can I move the steering a
you're
little bit
welcome to.
forward?
Yeah. Better?
Yeah.
Hang tight, check for drifter. Blue cones, hang tight at the blue. Go ahead, slow cars. Second gear. One more. Outer zone, smooth hands in. Balance, liner up to the exit so you can unwind. Power, down, smooth hands. Look for the exit already. Look for the exit. Power, down, smooth hands in. Turn it a little sooner, the car won't fight you here. Power, very light. There's that paint I was telling about. Firmly. Down. Gotta turn in earlier for this one. Back to the right with an upshift. Coast, straighten out the wheel. Forward, down, turn in. Use all the space on the right to line up the exit.
Nice. Got it. Late. It's too much fun.
set of cones, and then make sure to float wide. Firm, down, turn in now. Wait, steady, tighter, tighter, power. Up, coast. You're gonna be too much steering angle. Feel that yaw? Tighter, patient. Wait, wait, wait. Right side here. Came off the brakes, so you're gonna have understeer. Right side, very light. Steady, later set of cones.
Later set, late apex go.
Firmly, down, maintain the balance, wait for those lights. On the left of them. Upshift. Straight through, lift, get straight. Brake, hard, look. No, that was wrong. There's your apex. Hard, down, look right. Get to that apex, physically next to it. Line up the exit code. Hard, down, physically next to those, stay right side. Later set of cones on the left. Aim for them, line it up. Good, track wide after the hill. Firmly. Wait for the lights, down a gear. Steady.
Outside here.
Yeah, wait. Go ahead. On the right. Left now, left. Straight, brake hard. Eyes right. So as soon as you get to that inside curve, that's your braking marker. Eyes, that's understeer. You don't want to hit exit code. Hard. Down. Maintain. Look for the exit. Look for it. Power. Good. Hard. Down. Stay right side. Smooth the full on the right. Go get it. Very light, steady speed, later set of cones. Tighter. Power. Firm. Down. Maintain. Steady. Eyes up. Power. Up. Turn in now. Wait, brake. Straight down. Line up that exit cone as soon as you can. Wait for it. Line it up. Now go. Up. Keep digging hard. Down. Back it off. Look up ahead. Adding power. On the right. Extra hard because we're on the inside. Extra hard. Down. Don't cut off their nose. Remember that. Stay right side. More throttle. Right brake.
Rear engines are the
Steady.
best.
Power. Braking. We're gonna exit this time.
Exit.
Yep. So basically, you're just full of adrenaline. So I'm gonna have you calm down a little bit.
That's an awesome car.
Either side of the yellow Lambo.
Right side or left side? Same side?
Yeah. All right.
Trucks are more expensive. Why do people do that instead of buying a new?
Off the brake. So doing awesome. Obviously, the main thing is just you're letting your emotions come into effect. Right?
Okay.
So just stay level-headed. That's all.
Can I cool my head off a little?
Yeah. Start your video again. All right, we're heading out. So yep.
Is it D?
Over to manual mode. Then you hang a right. As always, pump the brakes as you head towards the entrance. So we've done 1/3 of our driving so far.
That's how you do it, man.
A to the stop
Like
sign.
five laps, I just don't understand.
Nah,
You're barely
it's-
just getting the car to know.
Okay, Drifter's not in his car, up to the blue.
No drift car.
5 is clear, short shift second and enter. So let me show you a trick here. Aim for this orange cone here,
Yeah.
right? And notice, line up the exit as soon as you can. Where does it line up? Before the apex, right?
Yeah, like
So it
that.
means you're on power. Okay? So that's the trick to that corner there.
Okay. Let me try it.
No worries.
Easy for you to say.
Hard, down, smooth hand, smooth weight transfer. Eyes up, line it up. Good. Use the red and white. Use the red and white, firm hard brake, down 1. Stay right side here. All the way right side. Turn in half a car length earlier than that, okay?
Okay.
Left now, maintain. Later set, power. Firmly, down, turn in, smoothly. See how, once you get this perfected, it's going to be the perfect line. Right side. Lift, left. Hard now. Down, eyes. Line up that exit. Line it up. Don't just push through it. Line it up.
Is it the wrong gear, I think?
Hard. Down. Turn in smoothly. Look for that exit cone. Point the nose directly to it. Too wide.
Almost clipped.
Hard. Down. Turn in now. Stay right side. Look up ahead. Line it up to that turning cone. Light. Steady left. Later set. That's that paint I told you about.
Yeah.
Hard. Down. Smooth hands. Don't rely on that turning cone anymore. Upshift. Left now. Straighten out the wheel, then brake. Down. Look for the exit first. Wait. Too early. Too early. See all that understeer? Just give it a half a second more. That's all you need. Keep going. Hard. Down. Down. Eyes. Hard. Down. Stay right side here. Don't come off the brake before turning. Very light. Don't use this paint. Remember, it's going to yaw. There you go. Firmly. Down. Maintain. Tighter weight. Power. Without the shift exit. Straight through. Hard. Down. Turn in. And
Respawn. That's
Okay.
the problem.
braking. Down. Look up for the exit cone. Power. Hard. Down. Stay right side. Second's tempting, but it's not effective here. Light, steady maintenance. Out wide, slowly left. Firmly, down, turn in. Look for the next part. Eyes up ahead, eyes up ahead. Smooth to full. Upshift. Lift. Hold. Down, eyes. Look for that exit first. Line the car up. Be patient. Give it. See how you're not pushing the
Yeah,
front?
yeah, totally. Just patience. Thank you.
No worries. Hard. Down. Ease it off. Maintain it. Look for that exit. Line it up. Power. Beauty. Hard. Down. Right side. Right side. Wait. Give it. Just a touch to change direction. Remember, it's as you crest that hill, okay?
Yep.
Power. Firmly. Down. Turn in. Wait for that camber change. Look up ahead. Smooth to full. Up. Left now. Hard brake. Down. Just
I
want
got
to
it.
straight.
I got it.
No worries. Wait. Give it. Lights. On the road. brakes early here. It's going to hurt your exit. Power.
Yeah, I gotta find that apex. It's a little too early.
Hard. Right side. You popped off the brake before turning. That's front tire grip. Light. Steady. We'll exit this time. Slow her down. We'll exit this time. So that's another 5. Don't worry. We got plenty more. What do you think so far?
I don't have time to think. I'm just having too
doubt.
much fun.
So we're
it's
going to
great.
go on the left of the Lambo like we've been doing.
Yep. I'm gonna stop without brakes. Let's see if it's possible. I get that problem all the time on my
What is it?
in New England because of the weather.
Yeah.
The pads that I use, ceramics,
Uh-huh.
they actually leave a mark on a rotor that's nearly permanent.
I gotcha, yeah.
Sucks.
Gotcha. And does it create a...
Yeah,
a-
and then
you
it's
can feel
basically
it?
ruined. You
Yeah.
can't even shave it off when you're braking.
So there's a trick to that. 80 grit sandpaper.
Okay. Ah.
Circular motion, right? And basically what happens is a piece of the material of the brake pad has embedded itself in the face of the rotor, right? That's actually what slows you down. When you bed in brakes, you're transferring pad layer into the face of the rotor.
Smearing it on.
Yep.
Yeah.
In a smooth, because you don't want those high-low spots. So 80 grit sandpaper should help you remove that.
Cool, man. I'll try it. Thank you.
So awesome job. Just remember, stay calm, stay relaxed. The patience is going to help you a lot, especially managing the tires, right?
So, question for you: when you
Yeah.
say light it up, what exactly do you mean?
Lighten up,
Oh, lighten up. Is
Yeah.
that what you're saying?
ease it off.
Ease off the
Brake pedal.
brake.
Is that what you're thinking of? Into the corner?
When you're saying
Okay.
like look for the thing, not lighten
Line
up.
it up.
Line it up.
Yes, so nose of the car to the exit cone.
That's what you mean.
Yes.
Okay.
So
I was under the
that's-
impression you mean throttle, but I'm like, no, that's
No. So that's visually lining the car exactly those exit cones.
So,
right?
a question for you.
Yes.
All right. So, you got your apex, you got your exit cone, and
Uh-huh.
you're still here.
Yep.
The thing is that if you do complete point and shoot, that's not efficient. There's some sort of an arc that you have to kind of
Yes.
account for.
So those
right?
turning cones are a representation of where you should turn, but not necessarily perfect, right? Because again, it's designed to work with a Cayman and a Shelby and a McLaren, right? So all the turning cones are not perfect. The apexes are.
I
The
see.
apex and those exit cones are money,
I
right?
see.
So we need to find the arc on the entry so that we can line up that exit cone with that apex cone.
Which is typically sooner than, like, for most cases, because they're also set for safe lines, right?
Safe
like
line,
late apexes.
And then late apex makes you turn in later, sharpen the corner, right?
I see.
So we're turning in earlier because we need to load that tire, right?
Yeah.
And then the earlier turn in is going to give you that better arc.
Understood.
Doing awesome. Knuckles.
You're doing awesome.
I'm just here to help you. You want a little more fan speed?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's cool off a little. Engine is not the only thing that's overheating.
No. And the nice thing with Porsches are they're just tanks. Right?
No, I know. This Metzger. This
The
one
only
doesn't
thing-
have the Metzger, but mine does.
Yeah, so the only thing they'll go through with the PDKs are gearboxes.
Ah,
And it's just
interesting.
because the shifts are so fast that mechanically...
I mean, to me, I am somewhat mechanically inclined. Like, I've built differentials and stuff.
Yeah.
And to me, a nice PDK is still like a mystery box. It's
it is,
incredible.
no doubt.
You know?
I
It's
mean,
like,
the shifts are so fast that...
I just don't understand it.
Yeah. Try the brakes.
Good.
Up to the blue cones. No need to enter right now. You'll just catch the Audi. Wait. Just let them get on the straightaway so that you have a little time to accelerate. Go ahead.
Good.
Yep. Second. Left. Outer zone. Eyes for that exit cone. Line up the exit cone with your car. And power. Power. Down. Smooth hands. Feel the nose. Look for the exit. Good. Wait for those lights. On the right. Stay right side. Brake hard. Okay? Hard brake. Harder. 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 Too fast.
Sorry. Yeah, it's so funny.
Just a light.
Line makes all the difference.
It does.
It's incredible.
Power, hard pressure, down one, turn in, wait for the camber change, eyes up ahead. Smoothly increase now. See that camber change on the roadway? Up a gear. Left, left, straight. You're gonna have too much steering angle. See? Line up the exit, pass them on the left. Exit cone already. Visually look for it. Line the car up to it and power.
It felt planted.
Yeah. Hard, down. Look for that turning cone over right past the hill on the right. That's your target. See it peeking over the hill there? Light brake, maintain. Tighter, patient. Wait, now power. Hard, down, turn in. Wait for that camber change, look far ahead. Smooth increase. Upshift. Lift. Hard. Now you're gonna get a bonus lap here. You're just gonna basically get a drift show, okay? So
Take it easy, basically.
yeah, get nice close to him so you get a little drift show. Stay up. Hard. Down. Good. Ride the brake. Help her turn. Steady on the left. Go. Good. Brake down. Ride the brake. You're going to understeer. Ride the brake. Power. Good. Get close here. Get close here. Brake. A little closer. Wait. Wait. Go. Stay here. Power. Brake. Good. Pass. Wait for him to choose. On the right. Go ahead. Power. Drift show.
That was awesome, dude.
Left, left. Hard. Down. Eyes. Look for the exit first. Remember, line it up. Go. Up. See how that works?
Yeah, that was, thank you.
No
So
worries.
now when I lighten up, not line it up so no one get it.
Down. Find that exit cone already. Get the apex and the exit cone lined up. Work on it, don't worry. Hard. Down. Look for that next turning cone. That's your target on the right. Find that apex. Later set. Now look for that next turn.
That was early too.
Power. You'll work on it, don't worry. Eyes to the apex already. Good. Now look where that Audi is. That's where you want to be looking. Adding power. Up a gear. Find that turning cone from one already. See it? Hard. Look to the apex. Look for the exit cone. Line it up. On the left now. Down, smooth hands in. Look for that exit cone already. Line the apex and the exit. Go. All the space. Hard, right? Find that next turning cone. That's your target. Then find that late apex here. Good. Look for the next turning.
Oh, okay, that felt good. Felt better.
Look for this apex. Now look beyond that accurate because we're looking down this way. Good. Power. On the right. Find that next turning cone. Hard. Look at the apex. Look for the exit. Wait. Understeer.
I missed the apex.
Yeah, that's okay. You just got eager, that's all. Down. Eyes to the apex. Now look for the exit cone. Line her up.
That felt smooth.
It's getting better.
Thank you.
Hard. Down. Find that next turn in already. Look for the later apex. Now look far ahead. Hard. Turn in. Try not to do that late turn. Remember, she doesn't like it in this corner. Look for that next turn in. Hard. Down. Look for the apex. Line up the exit now. Line it up. Go. Up.
Airfield, okay.
Down.
Do you want me to use the
Ease
paint
off.
here, the width of the track, or stay off the paint?
It's gonna make the ABS kick in, so it's better to stay off of it. Hard. This one's okay because it's such a tight corner. Turn in, right side. Later set. Find that next turn in. Hard. Good. Smooth. Nice. Still working on that late turn in there. Find that next turn in. Hard. Down. Look for the apex and line up the exit. Line it up. Down. Ease up. Look for that exit. Go. Hard. Down. Turn it down. Little power. Patient. Patient. Give it. Just a touch. Steady. Later set. Find that next turn in. Think about the apex already. Hard brake. Look for that apex. Eyes
I
up.
see. Oh, sorry.
No worries. You're
Got it,
good.
though, got it. A little sooner there.
Look. Ease off. Line it up. Go. Down. Look. Light. Later set. Eyes up. Hard. And the legs.
To the right, to the left.
Yeah, just like we've been doing. Nice improvement so far. Feel the difference in your driving?
I feel like turn one,
It's much better.
it's getting to me. What you've been saying, and it
Yeah.
actually makes a lot of sense. Actually, no, sorry, turn two. What's turn
Bang.
one?
Turn one's before the front straightaway.
So turn one. I mean, here's the truth. In my feeling, just intuitively, I
Yeah.
feel like getting unstable there is the like if you were doing a fast lap,
Uh-huh.
you would get a little unstable on braking.
Over the.
No.
So the problem is this is a street car off the brake if we are. So think of what happens when you engage ABS. What physically takes place?
It basically locks the wheels momentarily. It
pumping
just
the
creates, and it creates and unstabilizes the car basically.
So one, it lengthens your stopping distance,
Yeah.
right? Because anytime the brake caliper has to release and reapply, that's making your stopping distance greater.
Assuming you were perfect at threshold braking,
Mhm.
you would be better.
So this is kind of what, again, thinking about weight transfer, right? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to create an unsteady car so that you're feeling that the car is going to turn in better if
Because
it's
I'm going to
unsteady.
toss the back in the right,
Exactly,
but that's
right?
not okay.
That's unfortunately not what you want to do though, right? Because then what's going to take place is you're going to be fighting the balance of the car, right? And then the long term of an entire race, you're going to overheat your tires, right? So it'll work for autocross. Again, that's the autocross mindset, right? Because you're heading out there and what do you do? Like even in professional autocrossing, right? How important is getting the engine temperature right so your turbo's at the right boost or your tire pressure's at optimum, right? And then obviously there's people that cheat and dope their tires, all that good stuff, right? So again, even in an autocross, tire grip is king, and same thing here. So if we start over driving, the problem is you run out of equipment by the end, right? If you watch any professional race, you'll see drivers that are pulling away, and then all of a sudden the whole group passes them, and there's no mechanical problem. They've just
They
used
just
up their
wore
tires.
out. I
Exactly,
see.
right?
Okay, so then when I come out of this exit that leads to parking,
Yes.
and I shoot to the double cones that you're saying like coast a little, like momentarily.
So
what is that? What is the right way? Is it like, am I supposed to not come out too wide?
So you want to turn in early, but you want to be far right.
Far right, turn early, and then clip the green entry essentially.
The apex cone on the left.
Yep.
And line it up
To the left side of the double
essentially either the double orange or halfway in between that and the turning cone, right?
Okay.
Somewhere in that area, so that the wheel is straight when you're braking. And again, that's to get that earlier turn in. And again, line up the car to that exit cone first, right? So if we accelerate too early, the nose lifts and you're fighting understeer instead of heading where you want to go.
Okay.
Again, it's just getting the eyes looking for the next part, really. That's all you need to work on.
Yeah.
Turn 5, you still wait for that turning cone, so that's still your...
So turn 5, I'm too late to turn it. I'm really should have been doing an earlier apex on it, and
Yeah.
then I'm just kind of like waiting and waiting.
Treat it as an apex zone. So you want to get inside a little early for that camber change and stay there till the actual apex.
And that's the turn that leads to this place.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right now you're turning in very late, which is fast hands.
And I started doing a little bit patient on the crest turn.
Yeah,
I don't know if
absolutely.
you noticed, like I waited a little more, and now I'm late apexing there, and therefore I'm like almost like comfortable tossing the car over because I know I have the room.
But the problem is, the reason why we're doing such a late turn in is we're referencing that turning cone too long visually.
Oh, I see.
If you look for that apex sooner, I won't even need to tell you to turn in sooner.
Because it would make sense, basically. Yeah. Isn't it? When you look, it makes sense.
Yeah,
Isn't
no
it?
worries.
Awesome. All right, how many laps do we have left of this?
So we're at, basically we have another 15 left.
I did it right then.
Yeah. It's gonna start a new phone.
People that don't do competitive driving, it's so funny. I cannot explain to them the physicality of this sport because they think it's driving on a highway.
Yeah, they don't
It's
get
like,
it.
it's the attention. Your brain gets tired.
It is 100% the hardest thing to coach is the mental aspect. Because I can tell you line all day long, but essentially at some point I just become a crutch and we're not improving. Up to the blue, pump the brakes, clear.
Good.
Second gear. Line up that exit cone. I'm just going to tell you where to look, okay? Exit cone, find that next turning cone. There's your turning cone, reference the apex. Reference the apex. Now look at the exit cone. Look for that next turn in. You need to go there, but start looking at the apex hard. Look for that next turn in.
God, no, it don't make sense.
Look for that late apex.
this actually it's coming together. Like I seem to carry more speed on turn 2, but feel smooth about it while
Yep.
it's happening.
For 4 to 5, you're still just enjoying oversteer. So clean that up, you'll find more time. Right here.
So the hill you said?
Yeah.
I'm enjoying the oversteer,
Yeah.
as in.
As in, we're not really trying to work on the technique there. You're just having fun with the movement.
Up the hill.
Yeah, so the 2 hills, right? You're going in, yaw as you crest, and you can hear the traction control pulling the right brake.
Yeah,
right?
it's hopping kind of.
Well, it's pulling right brake because it signifies that the rear end's about to swap ends.
So am I too early to get on throttle?
A little bit, but you're just, again, you're like me. You like oversteer, right? So for you, you're holding yourself back with the oversteer.
What shall I do? Like, if you had to do one thing, like don't do this, what is it I should not? And not like don't oversteer, but what is the
Just smooth things out. That's all.
hand and throttle?
Everything, right? Just smooth it out. Right now, again, you're playing with oversteer, which is fun,
Yeah.
but it's not the fast way through a corner,
Okay.
right? Now, don't get me wrong, understeer is not the fast way either.
Yeah.
Right? The goal is that neutral balance. But if you're countersteering, then you're going beyond a neutral balance.
Okay.
And if you're hearing that ABS,
Yeah.
which is essentially the traction control system working, why
Would you say my angle is wrong there? I should be more pointing towards the next turn, or no?
just float wider with less steering angle, right?
Understood. Okay.
So what's going on is you're landing, right? And the reason why it's pulling this brake is it's trying to stop that inertia from going this way, right? So in this brake to try and help move that nose to actually understeer towards that direction.
I see.
Right?
You know what's funny? When I was doing Cayman obviously slightly different balance, but the instructor then was telling me, so the double apex cones where
Yes.
you're telling me to do the late one, he was telling me to really shortcut that, essentially come right up to it.
So different car, right?
Do you think I should
horsepower.
like use more of a drift it out a little bit? Use
So
more
when you crest that hill, you want to be just about middle, if not 3/4, but right in between middle and 3/4 wide. We don't want all the way out to the dirt. That's a drift line, right? But staying left side means we messed up the entry of 4 somewhere,
Understood.
right? Enough steam that we are not able to stay left side.
Thank you, because I think that's what I've been assuming, that I should shortcut and then just jump over it, because
Gotcha.
then.
We want to get to that apex zone. Don't get me wrong, right?
But you don't want the car up to the cone.
You do actually.
Oh, you do.
Yes.
Just
But when you go over the next part, you don't want to stay left.
Just let it naturally.
Let it
kind of-
naturally
without
flow.
too much throttle.
Let it go as wide as it needs, right? It's going to be very dependent upon line. When we're passing a car, like you said, oh my God, it's amazing how much the difference in line makes, right?
Yeah.
And that's
I
because
thought I'm going half the speed, but even that was like too
Yeah.
much for that turn.
But what it is it's adjust. When we take a bad corner, like we turn in too soon or apex too soon, treat it as if you're passing a car, right? You still need to apex, right? But we need to maximize the drive off, because if you watch in racing, there's something called the over-under, right? So this is first, this is second. We go in, we pass, right? But then we overspeed, and this car gets a better drive off.
Yeah, you do an early apex too much speed, then your track out is all fucked up when they pass you.
Exactly.
Okay.
But you're doing awesome. Again, I'm not taking away from your driving.
I understand what you're doing.
refining the
Trust me.
technique.
I mean, I've been long. You can say anything you want. I'm
No
not
worries.
sensitive.
No worries.
All right, let's do this.
Brake again. To the right. As we head to the entrance, pump the brake a few times.
Okay.
Drifter. Okay,
These
blue
parts.
cones. Stop here at the blue. Smoothly enter.
Good.
Yep. Short shift second. Eyes looking where you want to go.
Tires are colder. I can feel it.
your eyes. Where should we be looking?
Exit code already.
There you go, no worries.
Thank you. Yeah, you tell me. Exit code.
Find the turn-in cone over there on the right. Good. Look left to right. Good. As wide as needed. Look right. Look at that apex already. Now look beyond. Look for those braking markers. Right, that gives you a reference where you need to head.
Too much understeer.
Forward, down. Look through the corner. Look for the next bar. Go.
I got it right from proper, man.
No worries. Eyes. Look for the exit cone. Hard. Down. Turn in. Eyes to the apex. Think about the next part, but as wide as needed. Turn in. Look far ahead. Patient. Eyes up. Looking. Patient here. Patient. Go. Oh,
Thank you.
no worries.
So much better when you get that right. Like the speed is so much
Eyes to the exit already. Where should we be looking?
better. Exit. Line them up. Don't hit it.
Find the next bar of the track.
I'm looking at the orange already. Down to the turn-in cone. Down to the apex.
And nice and close, then as wide as needed. Hard. Turn in. Power. Left down. Straight down. Again. Line it up. Go.
Sometimes when you say turn in and I don't, it's because much speed I would on somewhere. So
Down.
Trying to
Just make sure
listen.
it's a smooth hand speed. That's all you need to do. Smooth hands. Going back to old mistakes. Alright, I like it this time. Back to old mistakes, eh? Yeah.
you're right. Muscle memory.
No worries.
Somebody once told me that because my car control skills are decent, that punishes me because
Yeah, again, remember I said you like oversteer?
yeah, it's because you know what to do when it happens, so you don't panic, and therefore you start to abuse it.
Exactly. Again, trust me, I love getting sideways, but it's
Yeah, no, it's
just not the key to road racing.
Teach me fast, not sideways.
Alright.
I'm off brake.
So nice job. Again, let's just work on the eyes. When you line up a corner with your mind, it's perfect. When we're messing up a corner,
So let me ask
do
you
this.
this question.
Do this for me. Take your hands real quick
Yep.
and just make a circle.
Yep.
Right? Look through that circle, and that's exactly where you're looking. Right? Broaden that view, and that's going to help you line everything up. Right?
So for the turn after the straightaway,
The bank corner.
the big bend corner, yeah. I feel like it's slow to have the brakes all the way to the apex. It makes no sense.
No, you
right?
don't brake
kinda-
all the way to the apex.
Yeah, just kind of bleed off after your turn is done, and then now you're sort of like just balancing.
You're
the back
maintaining,
end.
right? So the problem with you though is your maintain is always too much, right? So yes, you want to start giving a little throttle, but that's to hold everything steady. Weight transfer. You need to get the car squat, and then just like that initial throttle lifts the nose, that's when you start getting your mechanical rear grip,
Yeah.
right? So that weight transfer there is from that maintenance throttle, gets a little bit of weight, You line up the exit cone, you lean into it, and that's going to get that rear to set, right? Now, when you said turn one, sometimes you're afraid to turn in, right? What it is your brake pressure.
It needs less of it
Yes.
because I would lock it as I turn.
Well,
basically.
what happens is how much weight have you taken off the back?
Yeah, so the light,
Right.
it's light.
Exactly.
It doesn't
So
get squirrely.
sometimes the unnervous feeling into a corner is only because we're actually a little too late on the brake, or worse, adding brake pressure right before we turn in. Because that's gonna.
Oh, you're already on the braking. And
Yep.
You don't want to be adding at that point.
Because what are you
Yeah.
going to do to the rear even more? Unload the rear suspension,
Okay.
right? And think of MotoGP, right? Where they actually get the rear tire off the ground. Obviously no grip, right? But it's that managing of where that balance is so that we can turn in and not have the rear step up. Right, again, so the eyes tell your body where to place the car. Understanding weight transfer is the real secret sauce of going fast.
Got it. All right. Now let's do it.
No worries.
Theory is easy.
Execute.
That's right. I'm good at nodding my head, if you noticed, though.
No worries. I'm a patient man. Don't worry.
Yeah. You are. I don't know if I actually need glasses.
I recommend them.
Yeah.
You've been rocking them. Brake. To the right.
They are polarized, so that does help too.
Yeah. Try the brake again. Perfect.
It sounds like it's like the race pads. They're supposed to sound.
Metallic.
It's the
Check
biggest
it.
thing, like Porsche guys battle, right? Like then they complain about squeaky brakes.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's any. They're pretty slow, so hang tight. Now what you keep doing here is you're too much throttle percentage right off the line, so it's trying to do a
Got it,
launch.
yep.
So just
I'll
roll
take it
into it.
easy.
Go ahead. Second gear. And third. Go ahead. Good. Think about where you should be looking. looking? Are we looking at the NSX?
I like that you stop talking.
Yeah.
Because then sometimes you get too used to voice and you just
make you
repeat
grow as a driver.
Yeah, it's awesome. Wow.
Next to where we've been parking. Closing words?
Everyone should try this, and if you drive a lot, you should try it even more.
On the brake, stop.